what has it been like for you to build some relationships in these last couple of weeks with Russell Wilson and Justin Fields?
It's been good, business as usual. Coming in and just, trying to take some of the advice that they give. They played a lot of games and stuff, and it's just, the receivers and the quarterbacks get on the same page.
Quarterbacks have mentioned your name a few times. What's different, do you think, about your game entering into this year?
You gotta in this league, you gotta improve or you're gonna get left behind. So each offseason, you always want to go in with a goal in mind and a mindset. And so, I'm just coming in with. My mindset haven't changed. I've always been a hard worker and a guy that's gonna, do the best I can anytime I step on the field. But, I'm just really, truly trying to become a complete receiver. You know what I'm saying? And so, I think it'll show on the field. So that's probably one of the things.
Does that get sparked when they bring in a couple other receivers? Like, okay, I gotta be on my game.
Not really. I would be like that if they told me I had a guaranteed starting spot. If they brought in nobody, if they brought in everybody, I'm a walk-on, I literally always have that mindset, no matter what. So nothing can change it, and, it's just business as usual.
Kevin, what stands out to you about this offense? I know you guys haven't been in the game, and it's just early on in OTAs, but what is noticeably different?
I would say, it's a lot more, I feel like, intensity and a push behind it. It's you can really, it's not a lot of, as we say around here, lip service, not just saying something. We'll say something in meetings and we going out on the field and, coach is looking for that. He's pushing for that. It's not just, we just saying it to sound good. We're actually going out there and you can feel that we're pushing on offense. We're pushing that everybody to be perfect in details and everything, and it's still early, so, we're not going to be perfect, but, the coaches are pushing for that perfection.
Has that been well received by you guys?
Oh, yeah. It's been, really, if it's not well received by any player, then that player probably don't belong here, you know what I'm saying? Because, we're pushing a bit. We're pushing to, be great. We're not pushing to just be, have a winning record. No. We're pushing to be world champions. So, if you don't have that same mindset, then, like I said, just how with Coach Z, probably won't mesh. So it's just like that whole feel for the offense.
You're just down from Russ. What have you really picked up from him and Justin so far?
They're very smart. As soon as you come back and be like, do you think I should have did this? He'd be like, look, that was good. I maybe would have did this or maybe would have did that different. But, they always know kind of what you're thinking and what you saw. But then it's they'll put it into words where, we can understand it to where we can make sure we're on the same page, basically.
Calvin, did you feel like after the Raider game last year that things were going to start happening for you?
You kind of, I'd be lying if I said I didn't. So, I would say, yeah, felt like it was, almost a coming out party. I finally got to go deep, and yeah, but things happen.
What happened basically after that?
I don't really know too much, but just football. It's a lot of up and downs of a season, and it's just about saying even keeled. So, we were just trying to win games, and, we game plan to try to do that. And, sometimes it's just maybe some games are just, for a running game, we try to find our best matchups, and, it's just about that. So sometimes, the ball may not find your way as much.
You still feel like you got to take the top off the defense capability if they want to?
Always got that. As long as my 2 feet good, I'm good. I can go.
Do you feel like you're in a better place going into this year versus last year?
Oh, most definitely. That's just like I said. If in this league, if you haven't improved, then you're gonna get left behind. And even more, I feel like the game has slowed down, and I can just, I'm really out there, and I'm knowing what I can do mid-route, before the route, during the route. I'm actually reading it, not just going out there running. So I think the game has slowed down even more, and I'm just, feeling very, very comfortable.
Have you noticed a change in your role this year and how you're being used with this new offense?
I feel like everybody's role has changed with the offense. A lot of tight ends, a lot of usage of the receivers, fullbacks, and quarterback mobility. So it's a change for everybody, but it's a good change.
Connor, obviously you can't practice it right now, but I hear from a lot of guys that it's going to be more physical. You kind of sense that with the offense this year?
Yeah, Coach Smith, that's his big emphasis of, bringing the force to them and, not having the defense dictate, the line of scrimmage and, taking the fight to them. And, with the guys we have up front and, the tight end room with Darnell, Michael, myself, Rodney, and Pat, I think, we can do that, and when we get in all those different personnels, we're going to use that to our strength, and we're very versatile in our room alone. But Isaac, Seumalo, Broderick up front, and Herbig, and all the guys we drafted, we definitely have made that an emphasis, and we know how important it is to run the ball because that's going to open everything up, and we have George and so many weapons. So I think this year we're going to be able to untap a lot of potential.
What's been your experience building relationships with Russell and Justin?
Yeah, it's been really cool. Me and Justin, we know a lot of people from Georgia, both of us growing up, so a lot of mutual friends. So we connected off that. A lot of people he went to Georgia with and so on that I went to high school with. But he's a great quarterback. They both can use their legs. Russell as well, he can use his leg. Very smart. Both quarterbacks with a lot of IQ. And will always put us in the best play. Whether coach calls 2 plays, they've seen a lot of defenses, so they're going to audible, make those right checks, and having those quarterbacks that can do that, that just helps us that much more.
So you still a tight end?
I do my indie with the tight ends, but I always look at myself as a football player. And just going to do whatever the coaches tell me to do, running back, tight end, fullback, and special teams, of course, because I know that's part of my role, and the more the merrier.
Do you see that the way the tight end is being used evolving, with the way people are being used on different tight ends?
Yeah. For example, if you just put on the Falcons from last year, you see Kyle Pitts lined up outside. You see Jonnu Smith. You see the 46 Parker Hesse. Felipe Franks. Yeah, there's so many tight ends, and prove it too. And then you see 40 get in as well, and literally it's very smooth, like the fluidity of the game, and he's always calling it ahead of time, so we stay on rhythm, and the quarterback has time to get up to the line, make those right checks, and motion guys out. So at first there were some bumps, learning it at first, but you can see everything's starting to make sense, and all of us starting to get on the same page.
Kind of would you guys say you're excited about it? Like this is something you're anxious for?
Yeah, I've always been anxious to play football, but jokingly, I always tell people, it's hard to get hyped for the game when you're not playing as much offense or defense, because growing up that's part of the game, and special teams is fun, but you want to be out there offense, defense. So definitely excited, seeing the tight end snap count go up, and all the personnel is extremely cool. But with that comes a lot of responsibility.
How would you describe that? The 7 shots for
quarterback was rolling out, my bad, sorry. If somebody was in the flat, he can throw it, but the DN happened to be upfield, and he just, made a nice shovel pass to me. And, I got to be inside the puller at that time and get behind my pads if we're in pads. But luckily, it was wide open, and, it was on the 2-yard line, so no one touched me.
Isaac, looking at the rookies, Zach, Mason, how do they fit what you guys do, and what are your impressions of them so far?
Yeah, man, they've been awesome. Super coachable, obviously super talented, have come in and, all they want to do is learn and get better, and that's great because that's what we're all here to do.
Troy said he was going to bug you a lot with questions. Has he been pretty much like that, asking a lot of questions, trying to...
Yeah, man, but, I think he gets coached so much. I try to help where I can. I don't want to push, I think these rookies to a certain degree, kind of want to find and earn their own keep. And, I'll help here and there, but it's been great, man. Having him here, all 3 of the rookies, man, they're going to help our team a lot.
Guys, get much of a feel for the offense? You like it?
Yeah, I've watched. Yeah, I've watched. We've watched a lot of Atlanta film from last year, and even when he was with Tennessee, and Obviously, he likes to run the ball, which I'm not complaining. Biggest thing for me is winning. That's all I really care about. If we got to run it 50 times, you got to throw it 50 times. I'll do whatever. I don't care.
Yeah. Does it feel different with Zach at center, or how would you describe him as a guy in that position?
He's still a rookie, and it's coming along. Obviously, it's coming along quickly because of how talented he is. I will say Nate's been doing a great job. So it'll be a fun competition for both of them. They're both, whoever shows up, I know will be, able to help us a lot.
Isaac, what's Arthur brought from attention to detail, those type of intangibles?
Yeah, I just think he's, made everybody super accountable, which, I think starts with the players, but it's good to have it from the coaches as well. I think he's been consistent in his message. Wants guys to, take each day as it comes and, be a pro and come in with an attitude of like, what can I do today to improve myself and help my teammates and, get this thing going towards, week one and training camp and that stuff.
It's been well received.
I think so. I think him with the new guys at QB and the new coaches and receiving room has all been meshing really, really well. Obviously, it's end of May, so it's hard to tell that kind of stuff. But everybody's doing the right thing and working hard, and yeah, man, it's been all good.
How have Russ and Justin been from the leadership those type of standpoint?
Yeah, it's been great. Obviously, Russ has a huge pedigree, so there's no denying that. And then Justin has played a lot of good football, even last year, probably his best season with Chicago. So they both bring unique tools and, talents. And, the biggest thing I think that's been for them is to, be receptive and, just one of the guys and holding everybody accountable while we, hold them accountable, because at the end of the day, man, it's going to take somebody at that quarterback position to, win a lot of games for us.
Zach, you obviously went through rookie minicamp, but now that you have the veterans in here, specifically Isaac, what's it mean to you to be able to glean some information off of them and start picking their brains on some things?
Yeah, it's great to have guys like that. Isaac specifically, it's pretty cool to watch him and just how good he is, and just try to pick up on how he works, how he practices, and just ask him things, because he's obviously played a lot of football, seen a lot of things, and he's a great veteran.
What have you picked up on from him so far?
Oh, little things that, just the way he moves and stuff. It's just, you can tell it's a different speed that he plays with, and I just try to watch him and learn as much as I can.
Zach, what have you really been trying to focus in on for OTA practices?
Yeah, just first and foremost, getting the snap back there good, focusing on the cadence, and then assignment, like just really everything, snap, cadence, assignment, technique, everything.
It's been like working with two quarterbacks like Russell and Justin.
They've both been very helpful. Both of them are great guys and have helped me out.